Have you ever felt a deep in your gut, like something is about to shift? Something you can't explain, but it's loud enough to keep you awake at night. Maybe it's the way the air feels heavier. Maybe it's the way time seems to slow down, like the world is holding its breath, waiting because something massive is coming. And no one sees it yet, but you do, don't you? You feel it just like I do. And it's not a coincidence that you're here right now listening to these words, because after today, nothing will ever be the same again. You know, I used to think that life was just a series of random events, like everything was just happening to us by chance, like we were just passengers sitting in the back seat of something we couldn't control. But that all changed the day I stopped ignoring the signs, the day I woke up and realized that every single moment, every heartbreak, every delay, every failure was pointing to something bigger, something waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. And now I can see it clearly. And I'm here to tell you that moment is almost here. August 14th, 2025. Remember this date, because it's not just another day on the calendar. It's a shift. It's a turning point. It's the day when the old version of you dies and the real you, the one who's been buried under fear and doubt and excuses, finally wakes up and takes the wheel. You've been waiting your whole life for a breakthrough, haven't you? You've cried in silence, you've screamed in the pillows, you've questioned if any of this has meaning, and still you kept going, even when nobody clapped for you, even when nobody saw the effort you were putting in behind closed doors, you kept going. And maybe that's why you're still here, because the universe, the creator, destiny, whatever you want to call it, has been preparing you for something massive. And that thing is almost here. You see, most people will miss it. They'll scroll past it, they'll sleep through it. They'll be too distracted to notice the shift that's coming, but not you. Because something inside you is stirring. It's not loud yet, but it's rising like the tide, like the beginning of a storm. You can't see it, but you can feel it. I want you to imagine this. Close your eyes and picture it. The version of you that's fearless, bold, limitless. The one who doesn't care what people think. The one who walks into rooms and doesn't shrink, who doesn't apologize for dreaming big or wanting more, who doesn't settle anymore. That version of you is real, and she's been waiting for you to let her speak. This isn't just motivation. This is activation. This is the part where you stop watching your life happen and you start creating it. This is the part where you stop saying maybe one day and start saying today. This is the part where you realize the pain had a purpose, the delays had direction, and your story isn't over, it's just beginning. Don't underestimate this moment. Don't scroll past this. Don't forget this feeling, because something is aligning right now. Things you prayed for are getting into position. People who hurt you are being removed. Opportunities that you thought you lost are circling back around. This isn't luck. This isn't chance. This is divine timing, and it's all connected to August 14th, 2025. So what does that mean for you? It means this is your time to prepare. This is your time to get serious about your life, about your calling, about the dreams you've been too afraid to chase. You were not born to play small. You were not born to blend in. You were not born to give up and settle and wait for permission. You were born to rise, to lead, to speak, to shake the world with your fire. You may not feel ready, and that's okay. Greatness never starts with ready. It starts with a whisper, a decision, a yes to the unknown. And I know it's scary, I know it's uncomfortable, but that's how you know it's real, because comfort never changed the world. Comfort never made history. Comfort never set souls on fire. So this is your choice. Stay asleep or wake up. Hide or rise. Shrink or shine. Pretend or become. But whatever you do, don't ignore this date. Don't ignore this voice. Don't ignore this moment, because I promise you, on August 14th, something massive is going to move. And you don't want to be the one who missed it. You were chosen for this season. You were trusted with this path. And no matter what your past looks like, no matter how many times you've fallen, no matter who walked away or who told you you weren't enough, you're still here and you're still breathing. And that means your story is not done. This is not the end. This is the beginning. This is the part they'll talk about one day when they ask you how you did it, how you broke the cycle, how you overcame, how you turned pain into power and fear into fuel and silence into a voice. So take this as your sign. Your wake-up call, your final warning. Stop waiting for the stars to align. They already are. Stop waiting for someone to choose you. You've already been chosen. Stop waiting for the right time. The right time is now. August 14th, 2025. Remember it. Feel it. Prepare for it. Because when it comes, you're going to rise in ways you never imagined. And the world is going to watch and wonder how she did it. And you'll smile and say, it wasn't a coincidence. It was always meant to be. I know right now everything might still feel confusing, like you're walking through fog, like you're building something, but you don't even know what it is yet. Like your heart knows something your eyes haven't seen, and your hands haven't touched, and your mind hasn't understood yet, but still, you keep showing up, and that's what makes you different. Most people quit when they can't see results. Most people give up when they don't have the map. Most people stop the moment they feel lost, but not you. Because deep down, you know the unknown is where magic lives. And maybe that's why this moment feels so intense, so heavy, so sacred, because something is shifting inside of you. A part of you is dying, and another part is being born. And the world around you can't see it, but your soul knows it. You're not the same person you were last year, last month, even last week. And that's the proof that something is working. Something is unfolding, something is aligning in the silence, in the stillness, in the struggle. The process is shaping you, preparing you, testing you. And it's not always pretty. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's dark, sometimes it feels like everything is falling apart, but that's what birth looks like. Loud, raw, chaotic, powerful. You're not broken, you're breaking through. And I know you've been wondering why it's taking so long, why it had to be this hard, why it seems like everyone else is moving ahead while you're still stuck. But hear me when I say, delay is not denial, and silence is not absence, and darkness is not death. Sometimes the universe hides you to heal you. Sometimes the waiting is protection. Sometimes the detour is the direction. You don't see the full picture yet. But one day you will, and when you do, it'll all make sense. The nights you cried, the days you doubted, the moments you felt like giving up, you'll look back and realize those were the moments that built you. Those were the bricks of your becoming. And August 14th is not just about something happening outside of you. It's about what's waking up inside of you. Because what's coming is not just a new season, it's a new version of you. One that's not afraid to say no, one that sets boundaries, one that doesn't chase, one that doesn't shrink, one that knows her worth and doesn't settle for crumbs. You've been through too much to play small now. You've cried too many tears to go back now. You've survived too much pain to pretend now. This is the version of you that walks with fire in her eyes and peace in her heart. The version that doesn't beg for love or validation. The version that creates her own table when she's not given a seat. The version that walks away from anything that no longer aligns. And it won't be easy. People will question you. They'll say you've changed, and they'll be right, because you're supposed to change. Growth is not betrayal. Evolution is not disloyalty. Becoming is not selfish. You're not here to please. You're here to rise. And maybe it's lonely sometimes. Maybe the path feels quiet. Maybe you're walking without a crowd. But the right people will find you on the other side. The ones who see your light, not your mask. The ones who value your soul, not your image. The ones who clap for your healing, not just your highlight reel. But first, you have to become her. The woman who no longer runs from herself. The one who no longer asks for permission. The one who no longer abandons herself to be accepted. This is your homecoming, your rebirth, your return to power. So when the world asks you why you're moving different, why you're letting go of things, why you're walking away from comfort, you tell them, because something massive is coming and I can feel it, and I refuse to meet it half asleep. You weren't born for average. You weren't born to survive. You were born to awaken, to expand, to lead, to live so fully that your life becomes a permission slip for others to rise too.
And that's what August 14th is. It's not just a day. It's a line in the sand. It's a portal. It's a beginning. It's the moment you say, I'm done waiting, done doubting, done apologizing, done shrinking. It's the moment you say, I'm ready, and you mean it with every cell in your body. And after that, everything changes, not because the world suddenly becomes easier, but because you become stronger, because your vision becomes clearer, because your energy becomes untouchable. And people will feel it. They'll hear it in your voice. They'll see it in your walk. They'll sense it when you enter the room, because power doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be true. So don't wait another year. Don't wait for more signs. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Just start. Say yes, trust, take one step and then another, and let the rest unfold. Because I promise you, what's coming is bigger than what you've lost, greater than what you've imagined, and more aligned than you can understand. And you will be ready because you are becoming her right now.
And one last thing before you go. If something in your heart moved today, if you felt even a single moment where your soul whispered, "This is for me," then don't ignore it. Hold on to that fire because it means you're ready. And if you're ready, then stay close because this is just the beginning. Subscribe now, not because it's a button, not because it's routine, but because this is your space. This is your tribe. This is your reminder every single time that you are not alone, that something massive is unfolding and you are part of it. So hit that subscribe button and let's rise together because August 14th is coming and you are not going to face it empty-handed. You're going to be ready, and I'll be right here with you every step of the way.